Coming up in the bottom line, Gary Krakow and Scott McNulty join us to talk about Apple's App Store censorship.
Times are tough, so save time and money by skipping business trips and using GoToMeeting. Visit gotomeeting.com/techpodcast and get 30 days for free.
Apple's App Store is incredibly popular. It caused other companies to create their own competing app stores to stay relevant. Apple has never allowed pornographic apps in its store, but just recently decided to pull applications because they were too sexy. If your app shows skin, get out. Over 5,000 apps have been removed. Gary, what do you think of Apple's move to get rid of these applications?
Well, I think I'd love to know what their criteria is, because it seems that they're able to take apps from small developers and remove them, but very, very, very similar apps from large developers, such as Time Inc., the Sports Illustrated swimsuit edition, those are able to stay. I think they're going to have a problem, because whether or not people are going to start complaining or just pick up their goods and go to another app store like maybe Google's Market, it's going to be a problem for them.
Hey Scott, what's your opinion on Apple's decision? I mean, it's been a while. These apps have been there for a long time, and they're now just pulling them. I mean, their app store is 100,000 large, and now they're just kicking out 5,000. What do you think they're doing?
Well, I mean, Apple has said that they are responding to a number of complaints that they've received from customers. I guess this week everyone got their ire up and said, hey, get rid of these applications all at once. And Apple responded, I suppose. But like Gary said, they seem to have overlooked certain applications from large publishers like Playboy, which I think, I have the Playboy application. I only use it for the articles. I hear there are pictures in it. I don't know. But so I think it's weird. Apple is kind of doing a double standard, it seems. But on the other hand, it is their sandbox, and they can do what they want. And developers know this, and they participate because lots of people are using the iPhone, and lots of people are spending a lot of money to buy applications.
Yeah, if you guys don't know, Phil Schiller made a statement. This was Scott was talking about this change is because they received complaints from women and parents. I think there's some overlap there, because I don't know why they were singled out like that. But then again, the store still allows Sports Illustrated's swimsuit app, and they allow Playboy's application still. And when Schiller was asked why they allow the Sports Illustrated app, he said they kept it in because it's from a well-known company and their content is widely accepted. I mean, Scott, what did you think of this explanation? I mean, is this actually a good one, or is this like what's with the double standard, and do you think anyone's actually buying it?
Well, I don't know if anyone's buying it. I'm certainly not buying it. I think it's just a matter of big companies who have big brands can afford to, if they want, sue Apple, I suppose, to get their applications back in. So Apple is just going after the little people who can't really have any recourse other than, trying to build another application that maybe hides the fact that there are women in bikinis. I don't know. It's just weird.
Yeah, I don't know if women in bikinis is really going to be the downfall of all mankind. Gary, what do you think? I mean, does Schiller's reasoning make any sense to you?
Listen. Phil's a nice guy. I've met him. I've spoken with him. I don't understand what the big fuss is about. Apple supposedly has parental controls. So if you don't like what's being sold, you don't buy it. You don't let your kids buy it if you're parents. This just doesn't make sense to me. This is a lose-lose situation for Apple. If they don't do anything, they're going to lose. If they do what they just did and pull 5,000, they're going to lose also, and they're going to lose it to Google. This is a to the death race, and I think this is just incredibly bad publicity for them.
Gary, you really think that app developers are going to just jump ship from Apple, even though they're really popular and they have this whole iPad thing coming out?
Well, I think if they're rejected, I think these things are going to start showing up in Google's market. And Google has already said that they're going to let developers do what they want. And if they get an incredible number of complaints, they'll take a look and see what's going on. But you have to do this even-handedly, and Apple has not done that so far.
Scott, what do you think? Do you think people are going to start developing for WebOS finally because of this?
Well, I mean, the thing that Apple has going for it, of course, is the incredible user base. and millions and millions of people have iTunes accounts, and lots of money is flowing into the App Store. And a smart developer is just going to develop for the biggest platform that'll make them the biggest money, and at the moment, that's the iPhone. Who knows what'll happen? I'm sure Android will gain some ground, but in my brief forays into the Android App Store, it's full of even more crap, so I'm not sure that they'll find much more fertile ground there.
All right, guys, we are out of time. Thanks to our guest for being here, Gary Krakow. You can see his work over at knowyoursell.com. As for Scott McNulty, you can find his work at Macworld.com. I'm Aya's Actor, and thanks for watching.